come out here every so often and work a little bit on disassembling these beds. It's late August, and I really really got a lot of stuff around, so I really can't pull everything out. But at least I can get started on the wiring, the electric I got in there, the lights, take out the screws and all in the front. So you can see everything's still growing. And these peppers, they always come in later. But probably what I'll do is when I get a really big crop, I'll probably just cut everything out, compost everything, and just pull all the ripe ones for my sauces. There's a bunch of ripe ones in there. But this is getting crazy. It's getting crazy. I did order the 4 Vego beds. They're going to be 32 inches high, 24 inches deep, and 8 feet. And I'm going to do 4 with a break in between, have 3 breaks. And then I got to figure out what I got to do with these posts, because they got a line that runs all the way up to there. May put another post here. I may have to concrete them in. Okay, I'm going to start by taking all these screws out here, and then I'll start work on the lights. We will be saving these screws. I could probably get another couple years out of these. Damn it. Oh yeah, that's getting rotted there. I'll probably have little snippets in my garden videos about this process, but I'll also make a separate video of doing these 4 beds, doing these beds from start to finish. Okay, I got my sphagnum peat moss all ready, my black kale. I gotta get a ton of other things. Meanwhile, I think I'm going to take a lot of these out, get rid of them, cut them back. Look at all the grapes. Have to cut that from up there. The green stuff I can put in the compost bin. The woody stuff I gotta save it for the hugelkultur beds. Oh, I gotta go up there and cut that down. Man, I'm gonna have a lot of shit. I'm tempted just to rip everything out and just start working on the beds. But it's starting to warm up again. It's getting hot out again. Too hot. I think I'm actually going to go in for about a half hour until the sun gets down a little bit. Full. Okay, the first step's going to be in taking these beds apart is I want to take off these plates here because that's where all the wiring runs. So I got to pull all the lights off tomorrow if I can, or some of them anyway. All right. Yeah, I got to dig these screws out, clean the heads out. Let's see if I get a bite on that. There we go. Okay. Next one. I gotta dig that one out too. There it is. Clean the head out. All right, let's see what we got. There we go. There we go. That's one. We gotta trim our jujube a little bit more. This is I'm getting rid of it. Giving it the neck. I think it held up pretty good. These beds, I thought they were 7 years old. They're 9 years old. So now I can pull the wiring out. See, look at all this worm castings. They're all worm castings down there. Okay, let's see how much soil is in here and how much is actually still wood. Look at this, all the way down here is so good. Look at that. Oops. There's my cord. What I'll do is I'll dig all along the bed, one bed at a time, and pull the cord up. I think I'm going to cut all these tomato plants out. Okay, I think it's time for this to go. I don't know if that's any good. First year growing these. I got the overflow and the pond feed hooked up to the water tank, and it goes through this bed. Egyptian walking onions. Alright, see if I can flip that. Yeah, it's better. Damn. Damn, sister. I'm getting rid of that because I struggle with this bed sometimes because of the location. Usually if I get a squash and it gets up over the deck, it gets a lot of sun, then it takes off. But I don't want to be bothering anymore. It's getting to be a pain in the butt. Okay, we're going to toss some grass seed in there. Just missed the guy. FedEx guy. Just dropped off the Vego Beds. Let's see what we got up here. Ooh. Please don't be heavy. Yeah, I'm gonna hand truck these. They're not real heavy, but I'm old. Okay. £90 weakling on the beach. Oh my God. Oh Lord. This I'm going to see if I can gift to someone. Someone might want to use this for their patio or something. Still in perfect shape. No rot at all. Incredible. I can't believe the thing hasn't rotted at all. I gotta take a break between the bloodletting with the mosquitoes and it's starting to get hot. The heat don't bother me too much. Well, the heat does bother me, but the sun, being direct sunlight, kills me. This whole patio is a mess. I'm trying to save a lot of biomass, like wood, cardboard, perlite. You've seen the peat moss. I'm going to get some more. I'm going to get some more perlite, and I'm going to get some more vermiculite. And yeah, all the garden waste I'm pulling now, I have nowhere to put it. It's like a tough transition time because I don't want to rip out everything I'm growing. Because I mean, stuff's really coming in good. Yeah, I still got tomatoes and peppers. So the plan is I may rip this bed out, drop everything. I think I got poblanos, and these are I don't know if these are potatoes. I know they're potatoes, but I don't know if they're the flowers from the potatoes. But I got like poblanos and stuff in here. You know, nothing big because it's like it's covered. But the plan is maybe next weekend I'll probably be rammy to get stuff done. So I'll probably rip all that out, drop it, and then use that to put a bunch of my garden waste. Look at all the wasps. See them all? They're all over the grapes. They don't seem to be bothering me. I'm a little careful not to disturb them too much. It seems like they come out more when the sun's up. But in any case, I'll see if I can gift this bed to someone. Like I said, I got a lot to do. This piece is 7 years old, 9 years old. Hey. I'm just going to cut this for now because I still need the step. I'll show you what I did because I almost broke my neck. I put these sheet metal screws in because the one day I was coming down off this hill, I stepped on it, it was all like wet and doesn't get a lot of sun because of the grapes, and it was slimy, and I slipped and almost killed myself. Next step is to get that tree out. See if we could save it for Nick. I got a planter, I'll put it in. Oh shit. I don't know if there's anything in there. I may have to leave this in place, cut that out, and see. I might have to try to support this to the wall because I'm going to lose the support from the bed. Okay, this is my peach tree that rotted. My other one was the nectarine. Okay, let's see if we get this jujube out for Nick. Oh, it's not bad. Not bad. There we go. I think what I'm going to do is just cut this down here, leave this intact. I'll show you in a minute, and clean all the soil out and backfill it with stone and top it off, just so it just stays as a step, and the support here is still functional. Then have to see what I can do with that end. So here's what I got planned. So I'm going to cut this down to here on both sides and put a piece in here so it's as high as it is, and then just fill this with stone and put a cap on top. I gotta start taking these lights off too. Okay, little Phillips. Let's see what we got here. So now the lights should pull right through. I think so. Okay, let's see if we can get these off and salvage these. Yeah, I'm gonna use nails on some of these. That's gonna be fun. Man, they ain't coming out. Man. All right. All right, the only thing that sucks about taking these beds out is I got these supports. These beds is holding the fence in place a bit, keeping it from naturally wanting to go over the other side. I'll say, okay, it doesn't look like it has a lot of stress on it, so. Shit. Okay. All right, folks, welcome back. I'm going to be trying to knock out a little bit more of my project I got going. It's going to take a while. I'm trying to knock a little bit out each day, and the weekends really hit it hard. Okay, I didn't know what to do with this corner. I had to leave it installed because that's my support that runs all the way along there. I don't know what I'm going to do at the other end. I'm going to need at least 3 more bags, maybe 4. When you get to these seams, sometimes it helps it to wiggle it back and forth to work it over there. Get over that seam, and we're golden. So what we got next is I'm going to top these beds with some black cow, pine bark mulch, vermiculite, perlite, and peat moss. Now, these beds are going to settle a lot the first year or two, and I'm ready for that. So, I mean, I'm going to fill these up to the top, and I might plant a cover crop, but they will definitely fall, I would guess, about 12 inches the first season until everything settles in. I got all the nooks and crannies that aren't filled in, so let's start that. All right, then got some of these magnetic lights I'm trying out. They're from Vego. I don't expect them to do very good in the fall, but we'll see how they do in the summer. If they work out good, I'll probably get another 8 pack and do like 3 on each bed. And just a pack of topsoil laying around I want to get rid of. And some pine bark vines. Some black cow. Now this black cow was tested for persistent herbicides. Let's let that down real good. And some peat moss. We're going to wet that down real good. Now we're going to mix in some garden lime. Always put garden lime in when you're using peat moss. Now let's add some perlite. And some vermiculite. Let's wet that so it don't blow dust all over. Now I'm going to work in a little bit of our original soil. I'm going to take some out of that bed there and just lay it on top. Okay, let's work some of that in. All right, let's get a little 13, 13, 13 on there. Okay, let's wet it down real good. Okay, I want to bring in close to this hugelkultur bed. Now, these beds are 8 years old, but it's its 9th season. I built these in the winter of 2017. So let me show you what's going on. These were filled with wood. So basically, this is what's left. There's some big logs on the bottom. Mycelium all through that. It's like a sponge. See a little water in there? That's why I like using wood in these beds. All right, like I said, these beds are 8 years old in their 9th season, and that's it. That's what kind of shape they're in. Where I get a lot of water, they are rotting through. I totally underestimated these beds' capacity from longevity. Little patch job over there. 3 more years out of these, at least. All right, got one more piece. It's pretty rotted. This side